Hi everyone, it's Mel here at All That Matters in South Kingstown, Rhode Island. I'm with my friend and co-teacher Tara Ballou, and Tara has offered to help be my student today as we open up her hamstrings, hips, all in order, glutes, IT band, just in hope of softening her back, your back. Do you feel like if you start to practice yoga at home, you have no idea what you're doing? That you have to be practicing for 90 minutes. You absolutely do not have to be practicing for 90 minutes. You do not need to do a sun salutation in order to be practicing yoga. You could take a strap, so we have straps here at All That Matters. But if you don't have a strap, if you have a belt or a scarf or a necktie, whatever will work for you. So take the time, shut this off, go get what you need, and then find a mat or a blanket or something comfortable as you lie down on the floor. This hip opening series, Mr. Iyengar used to prescribe it for people who would come to him who had terrible low back pain, terrible mid-back, upper back. And yogis would practice this 2, 3, 10 times a day. So if you're home and you're not working, there's a hurricane, you're taking care of a loved one, you may have the time. And if not now, when? You've turned us on, give it a shot. So lie down, find whatever it is that you're using as a strap. Tara, I'm going to have you lie down on your back, please. Take your strap and place it around your right foot. And then extend your leg all the way up toward the ceiling. So right now, you may be feeling some sensation in your hamstrings. There's a good chance. So just notice. Right, so what would happen if you bent your knee? Tara, bend your knee a little bit and then press the heel up toward the sky. And try that a few times. Just soften and then lengthen. So everyone should and will look different. Everyone's got a different size hamstring. Tara has been blessed with very long hamstrings. I, myself, was blessed with short hamstrings. How does that feel, Tara?
Oh, it feels good.
Yeah, good. So now see if you can circle. For those of you at home, can you try to find some just gentle circles? Can you picture your hip flexor and the ball and socket and your femur softening, getting lubricated? This is like putting a little WD-40 in your hip socket. And then let's switch your direction. As you let your breath ride up and down your spine. Can you picture this breath coming in from your belly, all through your nose, up into your rib cage? As you sip it in, right to the very top, and then let it out again. From your heart down through your rib cage, and then finally down through your belly. As you practice this 3-part breath, this breath will help keep and hold your attention throughout this practice today. Now, Tara, can you bring your toes in toward your nose, but keep a soft bend in your knee. You can hold on to the strap with 2 hands, 1 hand, whatever. If the strap starts to bother your wrist, take the strap down and just hold on to your calf or ankle or thigh or whatever is best for you. Send your heel up toward the sky and notice the sensation. Where is it traveling for you? As you continue with your 3-part breath. Full deep inhale. And now as you exhale, take your strap and place it in your left hand. So you're on your right side still, and the strap will go into the opposite hand, your left hand. Bring your toes in toward your nose. So because I'm here, I'm placing my hand on Tara's hip flexor. So your hip flexor is where your hips and the bone meet, where the femur and the bone meet. So because I'm here with Tara, I could press in, and bring her toes toward her nose and then over toward her left ear. For you at home, if you don't have a teacher with you, Tara, could you place your hand right at your hip? So Tara's thumb is here and her fingers are here. Inhale. Now try it yourself. So notice that she's sending it toward her left ear. Are you feeling this in your IT band? Yeah, so there's a good chance you'll feel this in your IT band. And if you don't know where your IT band is, awesome, now you do. If you didn't know. You may be feeling this in your glutes, in your calf. Wherever it shows up is where it's supposed to show up. As you continue to breathe. Tara, are you breathing?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
I am.
Full deep inhale, everyone. Belly, rib cage, heart, fill up. Exhale from your heart down through your rib cage and down through your belly. Can you soften into this? So this sensation may be pretty strong, but notice if it changes after a few breaths. Can you send your heel further up toward the sky? Toes toward your nose and toward your ear. And also notice the grip on the strap. And many times, if you're holding onto the strap, your jaw may start to grip as well. So can you soften your jaw? Yeah. Inhale. Deeply exhale, switch the strap and place it in your right hand. So Tara will be putting it in her right hand. Soften the grip. Lift your left foot up off the floor and wrap your left elbow underneath. And if you can't reach your elbow, you could always just simply place your hand on top of your knee, whatever is best for you. But this helps bring your low back down onto the ground. Inhale. And as you exhale, Tara, bring your right leg over toward the right wall. So for some who are super flexible, some people will flop open. Tara, will you pretend that you're flopping open? So this is, and now notice your other side is coming up. So if you find that you are super flexible, placing a block or a pillow underneath may be helpful for you. How does that feel?
That's great.
Yeah. So there's a good chance she may be feeling this more in her adductor muscles. You have 3 muscles on the inside of your leg. As you open and stretch, and you want to keep those muscles supple. They are part of your core. It's where your core begins. They're also responsible for standing up straight, being strong. Full deep inhale. That's it. Inhale, fill up, fill up, fill up, fill up. Sustain. And as you exhale, slowly lift your leg up. Remove the strap and let both legs come down onto the ground. If it feels okay and safe, you can extend both legs. And then just notice the difference in your sides. How does that feel? Just simply notice. And if you're like many of us, your right leg may feel longer. Because it is. Because you've just stretched that side. So now take your short leg, your left leg. Place the strap around your left foot. And just as you did on the other side, soften and extend and just see how that feels. You can connect your inhale and your exhale with your movement. Inhale, bend your knee. Exhale, press your heel up toward the sky. And play with this. So you're driving this bus. Is this side a little more difficult? Does it create a little more sensation on your left side? Feel free to stay there longer. You could shut this off and keep on doing what you're doing and then turn it back on again. What is best for you today? There's nothing you can do wrong. And now, Tara, see if you can start to circle, just as you did on the other side. And you could do great, big, wide, sweeping circles, small circles. What feels good in your body? Could you imagine that you have a white light at the bottom of your foot and you're creating this awesome light show? And if you're home and you've got your kids with you, your kids could do this. They may enjoy it. As you connect your breath with your movement, if you'd like to switch your direction, you can switch your direction. These are all yoga inquiries. And slowly press the heel up toward the sky, toe toward your nose, flex your foot, heel up toward the sky, and now switch hands. This time, so you're working with your left leg, your strap will be in your right hand, the opposite hand. And let's see if you can try to give yourself the adjustment. So with your left hand, place your left thumb in the front and your fingers in the back. Inhale, and as you exhale, send your toes toward your nose and then over toward your right ear. So if you could imagine that your toes are behind your ear, imagine. And breathe, right? Let the inhale ride up in 3 parts. And the exhale, softly exit your body. As you stay focused with your breath, it's okay to soften the back of your knee if you would like and see what would happen. What would happen if you bent your knee and then straighten it out again? Yoga inquiries. And notice. So for many yogis, there's a very strong sensation. So if you're feeling a very strong sensation at home, you're not alone. Inhale. Exhale. Switch the strap into your left hand, excuse me. Bend your right knee. Take your foot up off the floor and wrap your right arm around. Inhale. And Tara, as you exhale, bring your leg all the way over toward the wall. So Tara's got a wall here. And I'm going to suggest that she let her leg land on the wall. So if you're home, you're like, I don't have enough room. If there's a wall, awesome. If there's a couch, let it land and see how that feels. It can sometimes feel nice to have your leg, instead of hanging, it may feel nice to have it just simply resting as you gently stretch. How does that feel, Tara?
That's great.
Good. It may give you a nice opportunity to come back into your inhale, to notice that the inhale and the exhale have left. Not that you've stopped breathing, but that you've consciously stopped breathing. This Dirga 3-part breath. Full deep inhale. And now as you exhale, slowly lift your leg up. Take the strap off your leg and let both legs extend toward the end of your mat. Eyes closed. And let all this land. We have just one more. Tara, bend your knees and place the soles of your feet on the floor a little further than hip distance apart. Inhale. So everyone, make sure that your feet are a little further than hip distance apart. I'm going to speak slowly because there are a lot of directions here. Inhale, and as you exhale, bring both knees over toward the right. So there's a chance that you may be feeling some sort of tension in your left knee. If you've had any kind of knee surgery, you could place a block or a pillow or a towel under one or both knees. Now, inhale, and as you exhale, take your right foot, the outside foot, and place your ankle on your knee. So this right knee, may need some support. Tara, how do your knees feel?
They're fine.
They're fine?
Mm-hmm.
So would you like me to take this block, this
Sure.
pillow out? So as I was saying, you could put up something here and here, or nothing. And just notice how that feels. To increase the sensation, Tara, can you bring your arms behind you? So this may help extend the psoas muscle. Stretch your psoas muscle, P-S-O-A-S, the muscle that the yogis say is connected to your soul. And if you have a tight psoas muscle, there's a good chance your low back and hips are tender or speak to you. It helps keep you upright. It helps support the muscles in your organs in your body. As you stay with your Dirga breath. Full deep inhale. Exhale. Take your right foot, place it up, the sole of your right foot on the ground. Knee is up toward the sky. Now lift your left knee up. Soles of both feet are on the ground, and once again, they are further than hip distance apart. So they usually right at the edges of your mat, depending on the length of your legs. Inhale, and as you exhale, bring both knees over to the opposite side. So you're going over to the left. Your left leg is the bottom leg for now. Inhale, and as you exhale, lift your left ankle. Now your left ankle's on top of your right thigh. And again, this side may be completely different for you. You may need something underneath the knee on this side. It all depends. And just listen. Listen to what your knees are saying. Listen to what your body is saying. Listen to what your breath is saying. And if it felt comfortable, bringing your arms behind you. You can bring your arms behind you. And you may notice that the longer you're in the pose, the more your body is able to release and soften as you stay with your breath. And let the yoga do you. Inhale. Deeply exhale. Inhale. Now as you exhale, take your top foot, place it, your left foot, place the sole of your foot on the ground. Bend. And now draw both knees in toward your chest as you rock from side to side. Tara, I'm going to have you place the soles of your feet on the ground once again. And if you have a block or a book or a pillow, I'm going to have you lift your hips up. And place whatever you have at home, a block, a pillow. This is a pretty big pillow for Tara. And see how that feels. Draw your shoulder blades up toward your ears. All the way up. And then slide your shoulder blades down. Find a place of ease. If you're able, lift your legs up toward the sky. And see how that feels. Or Viparita Karani. If you're home and you don't have a block, you could always be on the ground and place your calves on a couch. This may help, that may help with sciatica. This may help with anxiety. Reversing the pull of blood in your legs, varicose veins, digestion. What I know is that it feels good in my body. As you stay with your breath, stay connected to your body. What is going on in your body right now? Full deep inhale. Deeply exhale. Now, Tara, can you bring your legs all the way down to the edge of your mat? Let me see. Yeah, good. Very good. All the way down. So Tara is now extending her legs down to the edge of the mat. And she's opening up the front line of her body. So does this feel safe for your back? Mm-hmm. If it feels safe for your back, can you bring your arms up and behind you and see how that feels? So this could be an intense back bend for you or a gentle back bend, and nobody's wrong. How does it feel for you? What's most important is that you are paying attention to what is going on in your body. As you stay with your breath. And at any point, if you feel like moving from side to side, what feels good for you? Can you keep it sweet? Sukha. Stay focused. Sthira Sukha. Stay focused and keep it sweet and soft. Your body's taken you right up to this very point. It is miraculous. Inhale. And as you exhale, bend your knees. Press into the earth. Lift your hips up. Take your block out. And then slowly let your hips come down one vertebra at a time. Place the soles of your feet together. And let your knees drop out to the side. And once again, this may require a couple of pillows or blankets. Tara does not require it, but if you did, we could place something underneath your thigh to help if you have any kind of meniscus tear, knee issues. Tricky knees, as our girl Elsie says, mischievous knees. Supta Baddha Konasana, supine bound angle pose, may help you drop in to your sacred landscape. Maybe place one hand or two hands on your belly. This miraculous belly. As you close your eyes, let the breath continue to ride up and down your spine, in and out. And slowly, deeply inhale, belly, rib cage, heart, fill up. Take your hands, place them on the outside of your thighs. Close your legs. Let your legs drop down to the edge of your mat. So this is when you decide, how do you want to be in Shavasana? You even get Shavasana with a nice short yoga practice. Do you prefer to be on your back? It's traditionally done on the back. You could be on your side. You could place something underneath your knees. Your knees could be tented. Could you just show what it would look like to tent your knees? So knees can look like this. This can be very helpful for many backs. But what about your back? What do you need? As you allow yourself to settle in, if you're at home and you have a blanket nearby, place a blanket on you. If you have an eye pillow, use your eye pillow. Take full advantage of your Shavasana, your relaxation pose. Get your kitty cat, place it on your belly. Release any regulated breath. Let my voice go. If there's any movement that you need to get a little more comfortable, find it. As you steep your body in this yoga practice, just as you would take a tea bag and put it in the hot water, let all that you've just done land and heal you. And if you would like to stay in Shavasana, you could stay here now. But I'll gently guide you up if you're ready. As you begin bringing your awareness back into the room, begin by listening with your ears. What is your body telling you? What is your body saying to you? How would you like to move? There's no script. It could be knees to chest. You could wiggle your fingers and toes. What do you need? You may want to roll over onto your side, if that feels comfortable for your shoulder. But mostly, notice how you feel. What? Maybe 20 minutes of yoga. Of being present, connected to your breath, carving out just a little time for you. Press your top arm into the earth and slowly come on up into a comfortable seated position, letting your head be the last thing. And just for a moment, place your palms together if you'd like. Drop your chin down toward your chest. And thank yourself for giving you this gift of yoga. And I thank you for watching. Namaste, my friends. Thank you, Tara.
Thank you, Mel.